Today's the day we're picking up our Tab 320S Boondock, the 2021. We're so excited. We waited 6 weeks for it to arrive. We thought it would never arrive because of the fires going on in California, Oregon, and Washington. But it arrived the other day, and yesterday it got service, and today we're picking it up. So we're so excited. We are on our way to the dealership. So we are naming our camper Totoro. It's from the famous Japanese anime Miyazaki movie Totoro. So we're calling it our camper Totoro. And see you soon. Apache Camping Center. Okay. We have an appointment today. So there's RVs everywhere. I think I see our tab somewhere, but yes, I see it. I don't know if you guys see it, but I see it. We're here. Here's our tab.
Yeah, on the tags they're underneath.
Okay.
Yeah, it's because of this big, because they give you the Boondock style tire.
Yeah.
So this won't fit under there. But
So we got the spare tire. And how many inches is this? 15 inch.
yeah, 15.
Okay, 15 inch. There's the tank.
And PSI on the tires, 50.
Okay, 50 PSI.
Yep.
There are going to be 2 batteries on the inside.
Okay, hon, he's gonna walk
Double
through.
check. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
we'll follow
Yeah,
his.
we can double check that, and if not, I can throw one on. It doesn't
Cool.
take long.
Thank you.
So right now, we got one 12-volt battery in there. We got some inline fuses on this. So these guys, if something battery powered isn't working and you didn't pop your breakers, it's probably these 30 amps.
Okay.
There's one on each one.
Okay.
And then your battery cutoff is right here. So if you need, it's gonna cut everything, including brakes and solar. So
right now it's cut.
yep, everything's off. So you don't want to have it off while you're driving, but once you get to where you're going and you guys aren't going to use it for, I'd say, even more than 2 days, a day or two,
Okay.
let's just turn it off.
Okay.
And then you only have one tank and one regulator, so your on and off is this valve. So right for closed, left for on.
Okay.
And it already automatically regulates, so you don't have to worry about changing the pressure or anything.
Okay.
You got a little lock here. You just push, it'll lock. You got a garbage can that'll come out.
Wow.
And a little shade. And then this fire extinguisher, you just pull the pin out, press the button. You don't have to shake it. You can if you want to though. You got a little step light, so when you bring the step in, it'll turn off. When you bring it out, it'll turn on. Here's an outside, so the table that's inside can also come and be put on here. So
Okay.
and then you got 2 outlets, outside outlets.
Those are 110?
Yep, 110. And then a barbecue hookup. So if you have a barbecue and it has a regulator, you're going to want to take it off. Or if you don't have one, buy one without one.
Okay. So the Coleman stove, like the little extension to turn it into propane, would work?
Yeah, like if you have one that's got the green canisters, just make sure there's no regulator. But yeah, it'll just hook right up to there. It's just like an air hose. So
Okay.
you got to pull this back and they'll go in.
Okay. It's just like the, yeah, it's just like an air hose.
Yep, just like an air hose. But I'll
Okay.
go back over it.
This is where the cassette toilet is.
So there's a little tab right here.
Okay.
Pull up on the tab, it comes out. Which I have it full.
Okay.
So
yeah.
I can show you inside that the
Later.
lights work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you could, if you wanted to, it's not really going to work the same. But yeah, like you're saying, you could take this screw off and just kind of hold it.
Yeah, just hold. Yeah, so you can dump it.
Or even go this way to the ground and do this one here.
Oh, I see.
To the dumping station. Yeah.
Just so you're not getting your hand so close to it. But.
Okay. Good.
So yeah, actually, in this case, this is probably your best option because it's the cheapest, and you don't have a hookup. So.
Yeah. It comes to they're giving us the basic. Okay.
But yes, you got two. So here's your hookup, and here's your cable.
30 amp hookup?
Yep, 30 amp. So you get a little L on one, and then two straights. So they correspond. It'll only go in one way. So just like this, and then it'll turn a little bit. So turn to lock. These things are a pain in the butt.
Oh, threads.
Oh, the threads. Yeah.
Yeah,
threads
plastic
with
on plastic. So
Yeah.
I just get them to where it locks enough. So just the point is so it doesn't roll back
Yeah, because
like
it
this.
says lock too.
You have this
Yeah.
hooked up to a 110 line?
Yeah.
And that's an okay thing to do going long term?
Yep. It just means that you're restricted to 15. There's no harm. It just means that you're not at 30 amp right
So
now.
I can't run like the air conditioner.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. It just means how much you're able to run. So here's kind of the most confusing part about these this is part of the newer style is these water closet valves. So you just basically follow what they say. If you need to winterize it, so you're adding antifreeze and you're dropping water out, you'll put them both away from each other. You also have these the same way with city pressure. So you'd put your hose right up to here, have these like this, and you can turn off your pump inside. You'll still have good pressure. So that's if you have a water hose available.
So if I'm going to winterize, I use the same port as the city water?
Yep.
So if I'm going to winterize,
Yeah, so
I go
the
there?
only difference is when you're in winterize mode, you're going to be in the same setting, but this is going to be air hose now.
Air hose.
Yeah, with all your lines open, you open up all your lines, then you hook up your air hose.
Okay.
And everything will basically blow out. And these lines right here are your low points. So you pop these valves open like that. Everything's gonna drain over time. Once everything's drained, you're gonna leave those valves open. Go inside, open everything.
Okay, and then,
And then put your air hose up.
pointing towards the front of the vehicle is closed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Inline is open. Yep. And then this is for sanitize.
Okay. Also for tank fill.
Yep. So if you needed to sanitize, you can go this way and tank fill also this way. And then dry camp. So when you're on pump, if you want to be on pump only, it's like that.
That's boondocking.
Yep. So then you turn on your pump. Yeah, boondocking.
Okay.
And then you got SATA, cable on auxiliary.
And then meantime, when you have a time, you can have to load the
And this is how you get your cables through.
Oh, the
So you
cables.
can have this closed.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Same with the water hose. You can put the water hose up so you can close this.
okay. Did you see that, hon?
Mm.
There's a right here, so you can put your water hose.
Pass things through.
You're passing through, or the cable lines. Well, this is closed.
Thank you.
Okay, good.
And there's a little magnet on this. Keep it up.
Thank you.
So the Aldi inside I'll show you, but it's your water heater and it's your furnace, and it uses coolant. It warms up coolant and then it blows air past the coolant
Okay.
for a furnace. So this is the exhaust for that.
Okay. That
So it's just
coolant,
hot air coming out.
that coolant, is that something that only you replace, or how does that? You said there's coolant in there, like I'm
Yeah,
guessing
you
it's
can
like radiator.
Yeah,
coolant,
you can
but-
replace it, but it's specific coolant. So,
Okay,
so
so I'll
yeah,
just
you won't
take it
need-
in for service.
I
when
wouldn't even. Yeah, I wouldn't even think about it for a year because
Okay.
it uses maybe this much coolant about every year.
Okay.
So yeah, not a problem yet. But when you need it, we got it here. So.
Okay.
And then hot, cold on the outside shower. You turn them both to the left.
To use it?
Yep, both to the left. And then this will lock. So if you press it in all the way, it'll lock. And then pull up for it to stop.
Okay.
And you can also
Oh, okay.
push it like that.
Just graduated.
And then it comes in and out.
Okay, good.
Okay. Now we turn that back to the right to turn them off.
Oh,
Yep.
to turn it off. Yeah, to the right. So everything should be off when we're towing it?
Yep, or yeah, before you, especially water, I'd turn all the water off and make sure your pump's off before you even leave the premise.
That pump right there, control?
Yeah, the pump switch. There's one inside too.
Okay.
But yeah, I would make sure everything's off just so you don't come back to a surprise.
Okay.
Like you said, you don't come back to water actually coming from underneath the RV,
Okay.
which is not supposed to happen. So now we're back to where we were, so we can go inside.
Okay. Oh, you go
So,
ahead.
I'll try and stay
Okay.
out of your way, but
That's,
we're kind of limited.
yeah, no, and then if you need to.
$75 is my cost difference between the two.
Your toilet paper holder, so it's waterproof, so
Mhm.
you can just close it. This guy, you just barely push one way or the other, you'll get a shade.
Okay.
This is a manual light, so press the button,
Okay.
and then on your
Yeah,
toilet,
go ahead. Yeah.
in your toilet, which we used a little bit, so
Yeah.
it's not reading full, but
Oh.
it's pretty full. You can see it down there. So
Is there any reading, like any way to tell, like if they give a reading, a float bar, or some way to tell if it's full?
so yeah, so
Red.
red light full, and then there's that middle and empty.
What is that leak on the side? It was just.
It's just that I don't have a regulator on it.
Okay.
So it's spitting air from our system. You have a regulator, I'll show you in that
Okay.
box.
Okay.
But yeah, it's this little cutout. So.
Okay, good.
So yeah, just like that. So your water's independent from the valve. So that means you can fill the tank if you need to, the bowl, and then pop
Flush
the
it?
valve.
Okay.
So you have both options.
Okay.
And then here, it's just like this, so cold or hot.
Okay.
And then this comes out
And that's the shower.
to be your shower. Yep. And of course you got the sprayer and the
Okay.
sprayer like this.
It's cold right now?
Yeah, which it's probably not